We've had a message on Facebook asking a serious question. Would a track prepared car make a good daily?
Well, today we're going to answer that question by comparing two Corsa variants to see which one is best, this one or this one. This Corsa D has 5 comfortable seats, ample room for the family. The front 2 seats are fully adjustable.
There's limited non-adjustable seating in the front, but there's quite a lot of room in the back if your passengers are willing to climb through the boot. Small passengers may be able to climb through these bars and sit on the fuel tank.
This Corsa doesn't come with all that scaffolding in the back,
but does have seat belts available for all 5 passengers, which are cross-body and retractable, but will lock in the event of an accident.
Harnesses do hold the driver in very tightly, and for the purposes of a shoulder check or even turning to look behind you, you've really got to take them off and get your arms out of them.
On a hot day, the windows can be lowered with these buttons. Or if it's really hot, I can press this button, which gives me air conditioning.
So there is a button here for air conditioning, and if you press it, that little light lights up. Unfortunately, the air conditioning system has been completely removed to reduce engine load and weight, so that's about all it does, that little light. But we do have these windows here with these wonderful little sliders, and they let in next to no air at all.
In terms of cost, brand new, the Corsa D 1.4 SE, even with all the additional goodies, costs less than £15,000.
Brand new, this particular Corsa with all the options it used to have before I removed them all to save weight would have cost around £22,000. Add to that the money that's been spent on it in both track prep and tuning. That's about the price of a low mileage Ferrari F430 Spider.
This stereo allows both CD playback and radio of both FM and AM frequencies. Sound is provided by speakers in both the front and rear of the vehicle. In terms of engine, this car is fitted with a 1.4 litre naturally aspirated engine that produces a whopping 89 brake horsepower and can achieve 48 miles per gallon. Furthermore, Vauxhall have done a fantastic job of ensuring the exhaust system is both Euro 6 compliant and relatively quiet.
This turbocharged engine has been tuned by WG Motorworks, one of the most highly respected Vauxhall tuners in the UK, and an engine mapper who goes by the name of Rabbit, which definitely doesn't sound at all chavvy. It's producing around 240 brake horsepower over 21 psi of boost. This car does adhere to Euro 6 emission standards, or at least it used to before I bought it. All I know is that it will only run 99 RON petrol, and in terms of mile per gallon, it uses half a tank of fuel in around an hour, and that's good for forging relationships with your local fuel station cashiers. It's a little bit loud, but is within UK track noise limitations, as you can see here by this sticker.
Driving this car is a pleasure. Steering is very light, as is the clutch, and we have 5 gears available that allow us to easily reach 70 miles per hour, which is the speed limit here in the United Kingdom.
The 6-speed gearbox easily enables us to reach speeds of over 120 miles per hour, and gears are engaged via an organic race clutch, which is much larger than the standard component. It is of course quite heavy, and when coupled with the lack of carpet, ankle pain can be quite common. Furthermore, the lightweight flywheel does chatter somewhat until the clutch is engaged or it's in gear.
Oh, it's very smooth over this very bumpy road.
You alright? Yeah. On rainy days, both front and rear windows can be cleared with this stalk.
Owing to the holes in the bonnet and the leaky windows, this car isn't driven on rainy days, and so a rear wiper isn't required, which saves weight, and that's good.
On foggy days, these additional lights can be switched on to give you a better view of the road ahead.
Air comes in through this intake here to allow the engine to breathe the coolest of air. In addition to this, these holes here and here enable the brakes to be cooled.
Lowering the windows also offers me to close the mirror in close proximity to other cars or bushes.
These mirrors are very aerodynamic, and that's good. Apparently they don't fold in, and that's also good, because this car can't go down uneven country lanes anyway, as its automatic torque biasing differential would simply throw the car into a ditch.
Stopping power is provided by these single pot calipers and 256mm brake discs, and at the rear we have some very traditional drum brakes, which would you believe were invented in 1902. That admittedly doesn't fill me with much confidence.
Here we have Brembo 4-pot calipers with braided lines, 330mm groove brake discs, track day pads and high temp fluid, discs at the rear and additional cooling all round.
I don't have those last few bits.
In the event of brake failure, survivors may deploy this fire extinguisher to put out any flames that may have occurred during the crash.
In terms of looks, this car is black, and so doesn't show the dirt too badly, but it does also come in some more vibrant colours. Its panels are very sturdy, which makes one feel very safe, and it has these stylish 16-inch alloy wheels.
The livery on this car gives a gentle nod to Vauxhall's touring car history. The panels are somewhat flexible, and that's good because it makes them very light. Its 18-inch black wheels are very lightweight, allowing for less rolling resistance.
These mid-range tyres are very cost effective and give more than enough road handling for a spirited drive to the shops. These fronts will easily last a year or two before needing replacing.
These tyres are quite costly, and despite these wheel arches being an inch wider than a road-going courser's, they do seem to have rubbed somewhat, so these will probably only last a few track days and will cost roughly £300 repair.
So, to summarise, if you want a car that's capable of getting your family from A to B with the utmost comfort and safety, then this is a car well worth considering.
However, if you want to set a fast lap time around your local race circuit, then this is the car to do it in.